Previously on Survivor.
It's in the merge, baby. Let's go. I'm so excited.
But who would be the one to make the first move?
Some great entertainment.
Yeah, but I bet playing with these twists is a lot.
That's what happens on this show, is you're being tested for real.
Dead silence. I'm like...
And I'm certainly nervous. Ari, here's the line. Does not count.
As I was driving to work, we still hadn't solidified who we're voting for, but we were kind of leaning towards B. We're hoping Josie could pull off making sure Mark and Maggie don't flip. Yeah, that didn't happen. While I was at work, I got some messages from Josie and Zeke saying, Mark and Maggie flipped, Zeke's playing his idol on Ari tonight, vote for Avery. So I'm like, holy crap.
I am the blindsider, so apparently what's going to happen is, right now it's either going to be Avery or B. I feel really bad for getting Avery out, but I know we have to. I am getting half her idol from her, and she's going to be ticked when she makes that jury, dude. Especially if you figure out a blindsider, and they're all going to be ticked when they figure out I haven't used my advantage either. So we're going to have an idol and an advantage in my pocket. Zeke's going to play his idol. He's going to play correctly for Ari. Then we got it from there. It's going to go so smoothly. It's amazing. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Yes.
Yay! And I am so happy. I am having so much fun during this part of the game.
Maggie hates me. Not even, if she's in the jury, she's not voting for me, hands down, so it's okay. So, I understand why they all hate me. I completely get it. That's how it goes sometimes.
I'm in an alliance of 6 people that I genuinely really like, all of them. I've wanted to work with Amy from the beginning. I love her. Josie has honestly become like a little sister to me. I hardly talk to Ari, but, he's fun with the strategy talks, and I think he's just not as active, but he seems like he is really loyal to us, so I'm happy to have him in my alliance. And then, of course, I've got Zeke, and I've got Sarah, my 2 ride or dies. Sarah's the real one now.
Everyone knows about my Rose advantage, but I'm the only one that knows that I have to play it before Tribal. Let the host knows. I can't just be like, oh, I'm not going to play it. I have to before, so... So, yeah. The only one that knows that, I'm going to keep that to myself because it's like an idol. You have to be really lucky to play it.
Have a good night. Enjoy enjoy watching the challenge with a winky face. And I was like so proud of myself sending that. Like, yeah, just like drive it in there a little bit. And he didn't like respond or react to it or anything, which kind of freaked me out. But no regrets. I think it's hilarious.
The way this challenge is going to work is you will have your pencil against your forehead and against the wall. You cannot put your hands against the wall. You have to keep your hands behind you. And you cannot lean against the wall. You just have your pencil in between. This challenge will have different segments of it. So we will need your camera angle to show your whole body and like at a side angle so that we can see the pencil against the wall and be able to see your whole body. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So get in your position and we will count you down. So put your hands behind your back, and this challenge will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we are off.
Trey said B1 with the Yam Fam. Oh,
And
Nicole is out.
Nicole is out of this challenge. It's down to Maggie, Nico, and Josie.
Nicole, you can stay and hang out or you can leave. It doesn't matter. $30 more seconds left in this round.
The progression will be live, so if you drop during the progression, you will be out.
Still have to keep the pencil against your forehead and the wall during the progression. All right, it has been 5 minutes, so the next part is you are going to balance on one foot. So go ahead and move to that position. Doesn't matter which foot.
5 seconds to make this live transition. Josie drops. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are in phase 2. So far in this challenge, Nico has had a little bit of movement. Maggie has been pretty rock solid. Nico making nice recoveries though. And Maggie drops. Nico is the winner of this group.
Wow.
And we'll move on off against the winner of group 2.
Out of nowhere.
That was a brilliant challenge. Really good job.
Good job, Nico.
No, awesome job, Maggie.
Look at our heads.
Yeah. Y'all can get on the camera. I want to take a picture of y'all's heads.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, Matt, move down just a little.
Huh?
There you go.
I think this is honestly an improvement.
Really awesome job, y'all.
That was awesome. Awesome. Great job. Thanks for joining. The second group, it sounds like they are going to be going around 10 o'clock. So after they go, we will have a head-to-head showdown after that group, and we will see who wins individual immunity. And we will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With this challenge, the slightest movement can cause the pencil to drop. Jake said, go B, miss you. Josie said, you got this, guys. And Zeke, just make sure your hands just, yeah, there you go. Denara said, let's go, Ari. Oh, did B drop? I do not see B anymore. B has dropped. So we are down to 4. Ari, Julia, Sarah, and Zeke. It's now. Avery said, good luck, Julia. Oh, Ari has dropped as well. So B and Ari are now out of this challenge. Julia, Sarah, and Zeke are left. So go ahead and move into that position in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just make sure your foot does not touch the ground. Sarah's looking really solid in this transition. All right, Zeke has dropped at the 12-minute and 30-second mark. So we are down between Sarah and Julia, going head to head right now. Wow. We are in the 3rd transition. Nico lasted, Nico and who was competing with Nico? Maggie. They lasted a little over 20 minutes. Oh, Sarah just dropped. So we have Julia, who will go head to head with Nico in the final round. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just remember your hand should be behind your back, and this is just the first part of the challenge. So both Julia and Nico lasted for around the same amount of time in the last 2 rounds. Denara said, at least you're looking at the wall so you don't see yourself get stabbed in the back.
Thank you, Avery, for proving to every single person that you will not vote my name. Yes, that stinks for me if I get to the end. There goes a vote. But that also gives me some leverage saying, okay, I have one person on the jury. The only person on the jury will not vote for me. So, just saying, if I make everyone bitter, they're not going to vote for me. It's a great pitch to get me to the end.
I know I can't see the faces of either of them, but I can still see the intensity from both.
All right, we are going to transition for this first part and change it up a little bit. And you will put up your arm that is not going to be in front of the camera angle. Make sure your arm is above your forehead. So go ahead and move your arm and make sure it's above your head. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't recall.
the tag challenge.
Oh, Julia just dropped out of nowhere. So that means, Nico, you have won individual immunity. Wow.
Nico, talk to us. What does this moment mean for you?
I think my 4 concussions in my previous life that have dulled the feeling in my forehead have finally come in handy. Great job, Julia. Great job, everybody else. That's a tough challenge.
It's a lot of fun, you guys. Thank you for making it very successful.
Great job. Great effort.
Okay, so I ended up talking to Sarah and stuff. Just found the other half of the immunity out thing. I said yes, and I told her how I got it, which was by blindsiding Avery. She gave it to me right before the votes, which was epic. So I have a fly on now. Put I'm willing just for the tribe, which I am willing to do to keep moving forward in this game. If I need to use it for my own advantage, obviously I'm going to do that.
The only thing that would really screw us is a vote steal. But even so, it ties us. So I think we're okay. And I don't know. Just gotta hope for the best.
Okay, welcome to the 11th Tribal Council of Survivor Majorca. We will get started with Nicole. Everybody knows that in the game, someone is on the bottom of an alliance. Do you feel like you're on the bottom, or do you feel like you're in a good position?
I feel like I have a great relationship with everyone in my alliance, so no, I don't feel like I'm on the bottom. Of course, I'm assuming everyone feels the same way.
And B, does it kind of take you by surprise when Nicole says my alliance?
Not surprised at all. I would be surprised if she didn't say she had an alliance. I'd be like, really? That's really interesting, because last vote sure made it seem like you did.
You guys said it. Lines would be drawn, so I don't think anyone would be surprised.
All right, Ari, what does having an idol played on you say about your ability as a player? Do you think that this speaks to your social game, or was this strictly a strategic move on Zeke's part?
I think it's a strategic move on Zeke's part. Especially when the merge starts, you really want the numbers to be strong. So like you often see lots of idols or advantages played in the first couple tribal councils to get the numbers going, and I think that's what happened there.
All right, back to B. If this tribe is as clearly divided as it seems, is it going to be a battle of the sides for the rest of the game, or do you expect people to start considering their options and numbers with different people?
It's definitely going to be a battle of the sides for a minute, but I mean, eventually it's going to come down to a point. If the people that are 5th, 6th in the other alliance want to go 5th, 6th, that's fine. Then they probably won't flip. But I mean, if you don't want to go 5th, 6th, you're going to have to flip at some point, and hopefully there's actually people here you can work with to flip. If, you want to make a move in this game instead of, just going along with everything like you have the whole time.
But Sarah, when B talks about being 5th or 6th on y'all's side, you could say the same for their 4th or 5th. So what's the difference?
I don't think this really is a difference. I mean, it's still like, yes, we're in the merge, but we still have quite a few people left. The game can go in so many different directions. I think it's really hard to say because who knows? Really, at the end of the day, what's going on? All we know is what's in our chats and what we're talking to people. That's really all we know at the end of the day.
Maggie, do you feel like the tonight requires an A, B, C, or even D plan, or do you feel like you have a plan that you feel solid in?
I definitely think we've established a lot of plans for a lot of different scenarios. I think that the other side is probably doing that as well because nobody really knows what everybody has. So I think we've got a plan and we're sticking to it, but I don't know. It might all go up into smoke. I'm not really sure. So we'll see where the chips fall after all of this.
Okay, Nico, congratulations on your immunity win, first and foremost. What did that win mean to you, and how important was it after a vote like the last one? How thankful are you having the immunity necklace?
I don't know. You watch the show, and everybody talks about, oh, you win immunity, and then everybody's going to come and talk to you about plans and stuff. And I will say there wasn't a whole lot of that going on. I got a couple of, late surges from a couple of people, but I I'm thankful, but also not ecstatic about the situation.
Josie, I think it is common knowledge of the position that you found yourself in at the last vote. What was it like for you after Tribal Council?
I made a pretty big move last Tribal Council, which I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of.
Wait,
bruh. But I obviously got some harsh remarks from it, which I completely understand because I kind of deserved them. But yeah, I expect it in this game sometimes. It's just what happens. Yes, I do stand by my decision. I think that was the best decision at that time to make.
Mark, what did Avery being voted out of this game mean for your game? Are you thinking about who's on the jury at this point, or is it too early to be considering something like that?
We're at some pivotal points in the game right now. I think looking too far ahead in this game can bite you in the butt. You gotta survive. That's the name of the game. Avery being out of the game was definitely a bummer to me. I mean, it was obvious that we were aligned simply because we voted together in the previous vote. So yeah, I mean, that definitely put me and my alliance at a little bit of a disadvantage. But yeah, just got to get through the next vote. Can't really be looking ahead.
And Nicole, does it surprise you a little bit to hear Mark say, I'm not too focused on jury management, considering the jury phase has begun?
Yeah, that did surprise me a little bit. I feel like as fans of the show, we should all be considering jury management at this point in one way or another. So I don't know if I believe him, but yeah, it surprised me.
Similar question. When is the right time to start considering who you want to sit at the end with? Is it too early to be thinking that far ahead right now?
You have to have a good idea of, can I sit at the end with someone as of what has happened right now, but there's still more game left to play, and someone you think you can sit in the end with right now could be someone that you could definitely not sit in the end with in a week.
Sarah, something we haven't really talked about at all this season is the coin twist. Has this added yet another layer of difficulty to an already difficult game, and how has it affected your game?
It's definitely played an interesting factor. I mean, you can get advantages when you have coins, or you can barter with people for things if you really want to. There's so many different things that you can do in this game with the coins. I mean, it's affected my game to a point. I've been able to buy things if I want them and been able to help others when they need it.
Amy, do you feel integrated with a group of people you can't trust, or are you a free agent willing to work with anyone if it gets you to tomorrow?
I feel as integrated as I possibly can. Sorry if my service cuts out. And yeah, the merge definitely came with some interesting shifting dynamics. But I think, yeah, I enjoy and I trust the people I'm working with right now.
All right, Julia. Sarah and I are able to see the perspective from your game, but no one else can. What's your personal SparkNotes version of this game so far? Sorry, I can't speak.
SparkNotes version of my game so far is just probably underseen. It's no secret that I've worked with certain people since day one. Certain people that are considered huge threats in this game, whereas I most certainly am not. I don't know the reasoning for that, but it's kind of frustrating when one of my best allies is the biggest threat, and I've made the same moves. We voted together every single vote, yet I am seen as weak. I am seen as, oh, she'll suck at challenges. She won't contribute much. When up to pretty much a certain point, I was doing statistically better in challenges. And it's just really frustrating that I think it's something women in Survivor have always faced. You're all fans. You know the Sarah Lacina speech from Winners at War. Yeah, when I make a big move. I'm assuming everyone knows what happened about Denara based on what happened in the challenge group, but I'm the bitch. I'm the snake. I can't be trusted. But when someone else makes the move with me, we collaborate. They're the hero. They're the threat. They're the one that's going to make the big moves.
I mean, I can agree. There's been multiple times in this game where I've spent hours and hours making an argument or trying to make a plan, only for somebody to basically tell me, no, it's a bad idea. And then a man will come in and say the exact same thing that I said 20 minutes ago. And they'll be like, oh my God, you're so right. I don't know why we didn't think of that. And it's absolutely frustrating.
To what Julia just said about people underestimating her, well, I think she clearly proved in the last immunity challenge that she could take anyone on. So hats off to her on that.
I don't really have a message for people who are still in the game per se, but I think I was personally bothered with the way that some people in the VL were responding to other players in the game so far, and the way that they're reacting differently to different people for making similar moves. And I know that the VL watches these, and I just hope that they take some time to just like personally evaluate it and really think about why they're responding to certain people in certain ways.
And with that, it is time to vote.
Before we vote, Nicole is going to play her Power of the Thorn advantage against Julia. This advantage allows her to force Julia to vote between two people, and she has chosen Mark and Maggie.
But Maggie has decided to play her Power of the Thorns advantage, superseding the Power of the Thorn, forcing the entire tribe to vote between two people. Maggie has chosen to play this against Josie and Zeke. That means in your host chat, you are only allowed to vote between Josie and Zeke. With that, it is time to vote.
Josie has made her decision, which will be announced shortly, but first, does anyone have a hidden immunity idol that they would like to play?
I would like to play Hidden Immunity Idol.
Josie stands.
I would like to play my idol for Julia tonight. For those of you keeping track, this will make myself and Julia and whoever you vote for immune from a rock draw. Maggie will also pull herself out. Whoever the other side votes for will also be pulled out of the rock draw. That will leave one of us. As of now, it would leave 4 of you. That's our spiel. That's our math. Everything I've said today to those of you that I've talked to, I genuinely mean, and I really want those of you to be here tomorrow, and I really do want to move forward and figure this out. That's where we're at, and I really hope that you at least take it into consideration when you're thinking about the next vote that you cast.
And with that, Nico, this is not a fake hidden immunity idol. This is a real hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Julia will not count.
What happened next was not recorded. With all these advantages being played, the rules in and of themselves were not explained properly for this very rare occasion. The votes were 7 on Josie and 4 on Zeke. Josie played her advantage and idol, which made everyone re-vote. At this point, a clarification on the rules was asked, postponing Tribal Council for 24 hours at the request of Mark, Julia, Nico, B, and Maggie, to avoid a potential rock draw. The other players accepted their request, so the game could turn out as fair as possible. However, scheming, lying, and game playing continued. Everyone else is strategizing, trying to get the people to flip right now, because it is going to be rocks, because the idol has to get played before.
R6 is so tight. Like, I really don't see us flipping.
Okay, so I wrote my ideas about why it's not a good idea for us to vote Mark, and then Sarah was back. I know. I thought about it with all periods, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I'm just trying to save you guys. You're the one that's gonna be drawing a rock too. Like, I'm not. I'm safe this vote, okay? I'm just looking farther down the line because I have a feeling none of us want to go to rocks again next vote. Let's just be honest. Sarah off of like my trust because it's seeming more along the lines of she just wants her game. She's starting to play a very singular games. Like when I was asking, like, oh, is there anything I can help at this point? She's like, no. Then Nicole asked, oh yeah, sure. And I'm like, okay, I made a big move. Do you just not want me to make any more moves? Is that how it is? Are you just trying to like pull a move and then blame it on Nicole? Or like what's going on? Like I don't know what's going on at this point. But
I really didn't want to top game all day. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And then about an hour and a half before Tribal, it just like hit me. I was like, hey, like we're about to go to rocks unless you do something about it, girl. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna try and see if I can flip either Nico or Julia or both. And so I gave my best, last ditch effort, made a group with Sarah, Amy, Nico, and Julia, and we all talked hypotheticals. I was so sincere to that group too. Like, if they voted with us for Maggie, like, I really was sincere about wanting to vote Zeke on the next one, even though I want to wait to vote him. Like, I would have done that to keep them because I actually really do want to work with them.
I would also like to play an idol. And I would like to play it for myself. I don't have as good a spiel as Nico did, but yeah, I do not want to go home through rocks. So that's where I'm.
So with that, we will move to the revote. And Julia, Nico, Josie, and now Ari are immune from receiving any votes. So go ahead, message in your host chat.
Cody and Sarah, I must apologize. My Skype absolutely crapped out. I would like to use my extra vote on a revote as well. Because
Nico's stand and disadvantage allows him to play an extra vote on a revote. All right, we have the votes. And we will read the votes. First vote, Maggie.
Second vote is Zeke.
One vote Maggie, one vote Zeke. Maggie.
Fourth vote is Zeke. Have you ever seen Survivor Michigan?
2 votes Maggie, 2 votes Zeke. Fifth vote, Maggie.
Next vote, Zeke. I know you've probably been through hell with this, but I've got to stick to the plan from the beginning. So 3 votes Maggie, 3 votes Zeke.
Zeke. Gotta shoot to score.
Extra vote is also for Zeke. And Zeke is at 5 votes.
Maggie. Got to try to keep the majority. Hopefully it doesn't go to rocks.
Next vote is Zeke. Here's hoping. Zeke has 6 votes. Maggie has 4 votes.
2 votes left. Maggie, I'm sorry, it's what the group wants.
And the last vote is Maggie. It is, sorry girl, I hope this works. Wish I'd got to know you better.
With that, we are deadlocked because this is a revote. So if the tribe can come to a unanimous decision on either Maggie or Zeke will leave. If not, we will go to rocks. Maggie, Zeke, Josie, Nico, Ari, and Julia will be immune, and the others will draw a rock to decide their fate in this game. The floor is open to y'all.
Any wiggle room?
It's just hard to know what you say when you're immune, and Julia too, so.
For sure.
I'm not budging, and I feel like I don't really have the leverage to try and convince you now, so.
I'm also not budging, considering we shouldn't even be here right now.
looks like 4-2.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. I know this isn't how I wanted our games to go. And I know that's easy for me to say because I'm not going to Rocks, but...
Per the rules of Survivor, because the tribe couldn't come to a unanimous decision on who to vote out, the power is now out of their hands, and we will move to a game of chance. Somebody is about to become the second member of our jury by making the biggest move that you can in this game, going to Rocks.
So, Amy, Nicole, Sarah, B, and Mark, this is how this is going to work. You will claim a number 1 through 5 right now. First to claim the number gets the number.
5.
4.
2.
I'll take whatever. So can I just say I did my nails pretty so I could look nice when I reach into that rock bag?
So we have Nicole 1, B 2, Mark 3, Amy 4, Sarah 5.
Yep.
We're going to put this into a randomizer, and y'all can decide how many times you want it randomized.
Can we say like 900?
If you want to be on the call that long, yes.
What about the best out of 5 since we're 5 people? Does that sound good
to me?
Anybody? Okay.
Best of 5?
Sure.
Okay, so on the 5th randomizer, that number will go home. The other 4 will be saved.
So let's get to it.
It's the first time. Second. Third. Fourth. And this final number will be leaving the game. And that means B has been eliminated from the game.
Bye, B.
Bye.
I love you.
I love you too. I told you I'd go to Rocks for you and I wasn't lying.
I love you.
I know. Don't cry.
You know you were always my number 1.
I know. And I told you I'd go to Rocks for you and I did.
I love you.
I love you too.
With that, B is the second member of our jury.
B, do you have anything else to say?
No, it's good.
Ooh, thank you.